Spirit Roots has the air of a forgiving platformer, a game designed to ease you into its experience, giving you the time and space to breathe in the world that it's built for you. Thing is though, that's not really the case. Instead, the game uses an old-fashioned progression system that can leave you frustrated, especially when you die close to the end of a level. And you will do that because the controls are ever so slightly off. The game sees you bouncing through a series of platforming challenges. From the outset, you're going to feel like you've seen everything before. There are glowy Rayman-style lum things in the air for you to grab, moving platforms, plenty of spikes, and a whole host of other concepts that are the bread and butter of the platforming genre. There are some unusual decisions though. For one thing, you hit the bottom of platforms when you jump up. Most platformers give you a bit of leeway here, letting you pass through the bricks to give yourself more chance to make your jumps. It's not a problem in and of itself, but because the game looks so cutesy and familiar, it's almost like the game is punishing you for coming at it with a preconception, all the while encouraging that preconception to take hold. Occasionally, despite the slightly spiky controls, the platforming will start to flow, and then a single misstep will chuck you back half the level. If Spirit Roots positioned itself as a hardcore platformer, then that wouldn't be too much of a problem. Instead, it just feels like the game is being backhandedly cruel, which leads to the sort of annoyance that's going to see you putting the game down and probably playing something else. Which is a shame, because there's love and heart put into this game. It looks fantastic, and it's obviously trying to recapture some of the thrills of an era of 2D platforming when the polish was high and the backgrounds were pastel. But it falls short where it really matters. The lack of balancing throws everything off kilter and exposes the underlying problems with the game. The movement controls feel stiff and rigid, and it's all too easy to mispress your next sword swipe or gunshots. Combine that with one-touch kills and the 3 deaths and you're dead system, and you got a recipe for rage. We really wanted to like Spirit Roots. We wanted it to be a platformer we could wax lyrical about, a picture painted in rose-tinted hues of the past. Instead, it's stuck in the middle of an identity crisis, unsure whether it should be sharp or soft, angular or rounded, simple or difficult. Instead of making a choice, it pitches itself somewhere in the middle, and instead of being all things to everyone, it's a collection of mechanics stitched together that may not completely satisfy anyone.